Hey guys, welcome back to Playwright with Java Automation Testing Session 4. In today's session, I will cover how to handle input text field or text area using Playwright and Java. So what are input text field or text area? In any of the web page, you will be able to see there are like text area or text box, right? Where you can enter some value. There will be some limitation how many like value you can enter, and you can enter alphabetic, numeric, character value as well. And definitely whenever you want to enter the value, definitely you need to check whether the field is visible or not, whether the field is editable or not, right? Then you can enter the value. You can after entering, you can clear the value, you can add more value on the top of that, right? So these are the, and apart from that, different properties of this particular field you can check it. Similarly, here using Playwright with Java also, there are a lot of important methods available through which we can interact with input text field or text area. So what is the important methods available? Like is visible, is hidden, is enabled, is disabled, scroll into view if needed, fill, type, press sequentially, clear, input value, and get attribute. These are the important methods available to handle the input text field or text area. Let's discuss what is the way we can try to interact with that input field or text area using Playwright. So this is the basic code I have added, right, to create an instance for the Playwright, to open the browser, to open a page and navigate to the Facebook page. Suppose in case I am opening the Facebook page in the browser as well, and if I want to interact with any of the input text field, so what I can do, I can press F12 button or select the field and right click on the inspect element button, right option, and I can mouse it over to the field. You could see that it is starting with tag name is input, so it does means that it is the input text field and type equal to text, so it is input text field. And there are a lot of other attribute corresponding value is there, class is there, id is there, right, name is there, other couple of attribute is there. So in Selenium you already seen there are different element locator like id, name, class name, tag name, css, XPath, link text, partial link text. We can identify the element. But whereas in Playwright there are a couple of like element locator techniques available to handle the element, like get by role, get by text, get by label, get by alt text, get by placeholder, get by title, get by test id, which I'll be covering in the upcoming session, so you can get to know what is the way we can interact. But let's see what is the at least unique way we can identify the elements. So here you could see there's a test id available, data test id, so you can handle that element with the help of that get by right test id. Okay, so get by test id will try to interact. What is the test id? Royal hyphen email. So what is the way in Playwright we need to do it? So we'll do like that. We'll be calling that page object whatever created, and we'll be calling dot, and then we'll be using get by, you could see test id. This is the element locator techniques available, right? And it is, you could see there you can give that string test id, and it is coming from the locator interface, right? The type will be locator, sorry, the type will be locator, and it is coming from the page interface, right? So that is the way. And so I'll be storing in some locator so that I can use them n number of time. Okay, so what is the field? Say this is the field name is email text, so I can give the variable name as email text variable, and I can store it into that, and here I can end with colon, and whatever value coming here, right, royal underscore email. So let's copy it and let's press Ctrl F and paste it and see if it is unique or not. So it is unique in the page, so that unique test id, here I will be using get by test id. I can definitely try to interact the element, right? In case you want to interact only one time, you don't need to store in that locator, you can use directly. But in case I want to use them, so definitely I need to import locator from the com.microsoft.playwright. So now if you want to see what are the different type, right, of this particular stuff, right, Playwright and browser, page, locator. So what you can do, whenever we created the Maven project, right, we added the dependency pom.dependency, right, which is the nothing but the Playwright dependency. And you could see the group id is com.microsoft.playwright, and dependent artifact id is Playwright, and version is 1.550 1.0. And after the dependency added, right, in the Maven dependency section, right? That particular Playwright thing got added. Now if you expand the Playwright 1.5 1.0, you could see, right, there are a couple of packages available, and if you expand that com.microsoft.playwright, you could able to see, right, the browser dot class. If you expand it, you could see browser is the interface. Similarly pages, right, if you just come here, page, right, is already interface. Playwright, right, whatever object we are creating instance already interface. Similarly locator, right, whatever we are storing, it is also interface, right here. Okay, and this is the method coming from the locator, right? These all are the important methods available, and we'll be calling those method one by one to interact with the thing. So it will be coming from the locator interface, and this is the return type is the method name, right? Whenever return type is void, it will just do the actions. Whenever return type is like the different data type, like string, id, sorry, integer, double, all this stuff, so it will be giving you the return type correspondingly also. So now I have created a variable where I am storing, right, that through which I can get the details and I can interact with that one. So now what is the way I can interact? So first I can check whether it's visible or not with the help of the isVisible methods available in the locators interface. So it will return whether the element is visible or not. Is hidden is opposite to is visible. It will return whether the element is hidden or not, the opposite of visible. Similarly, I can check whether is any element is enabled or not with the help of the isEnable method. So it will return whether the element is enabled or not, whereas is disabled is opposite to is enabled. It will return whether the element is disabled, the opposite of enabled. So this is the first thing I will check. First thing I will check whether it is visible or not. In case it's not visible, there is no point of any interaction. After visibility is done, after that you need to be enabled there, then you can do the interaction. So let's try to see. Let's try to see whether all this stuff is coming correctly or not. So email text is the field, then I can check whether is visible. You could see this is the method. It will be giving coming from the locator interface, and it will be return type will be boolean. This is the method coming from locators, and return type is boolean, so it will give you true or false. True means is visible, right? Again, then ISO I can copy that one so that I can copy couple of times. Okay, then is visible is there, is hidden. Okay, so it will be opposite, right? It is again boolean type. Then after that we can check is enabled, editable here, right? Or you can check is enabled or is editable. Same thing, is enabled and is disabled. So let's try to run this code and let's see what's happening there. So once we are running it with the help of the run as and Java applications, so it will open the Facebook page. It will try to identify the email text field with the help of that royal email, right, test ID. Okay, and it will display you the result for this particular 4 actions. So you could see now is visible. Is visible is true. Definitely field is visible. Is hidden? No, it is not hidden. So it is coming as false. Then now is enabled. Yes, the field is enabled. I can enter some value here, right? I can enter some value here. So it's enabled. So it is coming as true, right? And then is disabled. No, it is not disabled. I can enter some value. So it is coming as false. So that is the way, right? I can check these 4 important thing before doing any interactions, right? After my locator is identified for the input field or the text area. Next, what I can do, in case sometime, right, due to that window size issue, there is a scroll bar available, right, vertical wise or horizontal wise, sometime element might not be fit, and sometime your like thing might got fail, right? So you can check, call the method called scroll into view if needed, so that it will automatically scroll the your cursor to the element if the automatically 100% zoom or the by default the fitted, it is not getting fitted. So scroll into view if needed. This method used to scroll an element into the visible area of the browser window if it is not already visible. This method is called on a locator which represents a specific element on the page. So what I can do, I can call that one, and definitely I can scroll into the view, right? Scroll into view if needed. So you could see here return type is void. It will do none. It will not do anything. but it will just right, in case that element is not visible right in the browser window, right, it will try to navigate to that particular element and it will be visible so that all the actions can be done properly. Then there is a method called fill. Just like in Selenium, there's a method called dot send keys. Here it will be dot fill. Right? The fill method primarily used to set the value of an input field. It focuses on the element and trigger an input event. So what I'll do, in case I want to enter some value, so I'll be calling that fill method and I'll be entering the string value. Say Haradhan. Okay, it's a string format. Okay, now let's see what's happening there. So it will again open the page, Facebook page. It will identify that element and it is entering the value Haradhan. Now, in case after entering the value, in case I want to add suppose some value called like instead of Haradhan, I want to add something called 1, 2, 3 more. So will it work? Fill will work. The fill method, it will not work. So what will happen? Right after that, in case you are calling fill, so it will clear the value whatever already entered, and after that it will enter the new value. So that is that thing, right? In case you want to add some value again, you could see Haradhan already removed. So what you can do, you can give some wait time. So what I'll do, I'll be giving some wait dot wait wait for timeout. Right, I can wait for timeout maybe 2 seconds, 2000 milliseconds, so you could able to see the thing. So that is the way fill. In case you are calling fill multiple times, it will clear every time, it will enter the new value, okay, in any of the text field or the text area. So it will not keep the previous value and it will not add the new value. It will, instead of that, it will clear the whole value and it will add the new value. You could see old Haradhan value already got removed and right 1, 2, 3 got added here. So what you can do in case you want to add some value, so what you can do again, you can, there is a methods available which is already deprecated now, right, dot type. So it will add the value, right, say 1, 2, 3 again. So it will add the value here instead of removing the value or clearing the value again. So it will add the value. So type simulate typing into the input field. Whatever already there, it will not remove, but it will simply add the value. In case something is not there, it will simply add 1, 2, 3. But in case something is already there, it will just add after that only. So you could see now it will first enter Haradhan and then it will add 1, 2, 3. After that, you could see that is the way I can do it. So in case again, if you want to clear all the value whatever has been entered, so what you can do, you can wait for again 2 seconds, right? And you can, what you can do in the email field, text field, you can call it and dot clear. There's a method available, return type is void, it is coming from Locators. So it will clear all the value whatever has been entered. Okay, so to clear already entered value in the editable text box, we can use clear. It will enter Haradhan. After 2 seconds, it will add 1, 2, 3. Now I will clear all the value. So that is the way it is working. Now you already seen couple of method, right? How to fill the value, and if fill method will every time it will clear the value first by default and it will enter the value whatever added. But if you want to add the previously, you do not want to remove the previously added value, and if you want to type something, you can call right type method. If you want to clear everything, you can call the clear method. Now say again I will fill Haradhan here, and I will wait for 2 seconds again so that you can visualize the execution. And apart from that, type or fill, there is another methods available called press sequentially. So to enter string of character to sequentially press into a focused element, so that also I can use it. So Haradhan already there. After that, I want to add press sequentially string format. Say I want to add pal, right? So I can again wait for 2 seconds so that you can again add similarly way. Also, even after whatever way it's added through type or through fill, it will also add this particular value sequentially. You could able to visualize that it is typing like one by one from the keyboard. So that is the thing. The important thing you can use, either you can use fill, so it will every time it will clear the value, it will add the new value. If you want to add on the top of that, you can use type, right? Haradhan 1 2 3 it's cleared again. It will again enter Haradhan after 2 seconds, and it will again type sequentially PAL, right? So that is the three important thing available. One is right fill. So every time it will clear the value, it will just enter new value. And if already some existing value is available, if you want to add some value, you can use press sequentially, or you can use type. So already now it's already added, Haradhan PAL already added. Now whatever field already added, if you want to get that value, right, what you can do, you can use input value methods. So which will returns the value of the matching input or text area element whatever already entered. So what I will do now, I will call this part, okay, so that I can display that thing into my console. Dot, what is the method name? Input value. Dot input value, you could see, returns the value of matching input or text area or select element, right? So it is return type is string, it is coming from the locator. So now whatever latest value Haradhan PAL already entering through, right, it will be giving you as the output in the console. So that is the couple of important stuff you can use for handling with input text field or text area. So what it will do, it will open the Facebook page, it will enter Haradhan, after that it will enter 1 2 3, it will clear the value, it will again enter Haradhan, after 2 seconds it will add PAL, and then it will print you that Haradhan PAL whatever entered, and in the output in the console you could see through the input value methods. Now these are the important things you already learned, right, for the text field. But one of the important last field what I can do is that we can also get the different attribute value also with the help of the getAttribute methods. So getAttribute methods will return the matching elements attribute value. So let's go to the page here. Okay, you already see we are inspecting that element. So tag name is input, but there is a lot of attribute like type, class, name, ID, data test ID, placeholder, right, autofocus, area level, all this part. But if I want to get those value, corresponding value, how can I get it? So for this part we need to call getAttribute method similar to Selenium also. So what I will do now, if I want to print it out, so email text dot getAttribute methods, here I need to give the attribute name to get the value. Okay, so I'll be getting all the value one by one. So I can call multiple number of times. So let's see what are the attribute values available. Type, so I can try to interact with, I can get the type, I can get the ID, I can get the name, I can get the class. Okay, so this is the right type, class, name, ID, and data, right, whatever we have tried to do. Data test ID also you can get it, placeholder we can get it, whatever, all the attribute whatever is available, I can get the corresponding value in the console, and then I can validate wherever required, right, area level as well, whatever, all the attribute corresponding value I can get it in my console, or I can store in some variable with the help of that getAttribute methods available in the locator in Playwright. So again it will open the page, it will try to identify the element, it will enter the value, clear the value, again enter the value, it will print the value in the console whatever it is values available, and after that it will also give you the all the attribute value whatever we have tried to use it or try to print in the console. So you could see now attribute value is coming. So what is the attribute value? First one is text. So what is that? Type, we have tried to write text. Then what is the thing? Email. ID and name equal to email, right? ID and name equal to email. Then class name, like you could see this is the class name. Then what is that one? Data hyphen test ID, like royal hyphen email. Then what is the placeholder? This placeholder is email address or the phone number. right? And then again area level, email address of the phone number. So that is the way, right, I can try to interact with the web edit box or input box or input text field or text area. So these are the important methods available. First I can check whether it's visible or is hidden, is enabled or disabled, then only I can, right, do the different operation. In case your element is not visible in your browser already, so you can try to use the scroll into view if needed, so that it will move the, it will try to scroll down the element of the page and it will try to focus the element. You can fill the value, right? If you want to update, add some value on the top of that, you can call type, or you can also press use press sequentially method to enter the value. And if you cleared all the value, you can use clear method. If you want to print out the whatever value entered, you can use input value method. And if you want to get attribute of any particular attribute value, you can use get attribute methods. So difference between fill and type is nothing. Fill is generally faster and more readable for setting values directly, whereas type simulates user typing and is useful when user need to trigger specific input event. So these are the important key, right, methods available to handle text area or input text field, right, or input editable field. So that's all from today's session, guys. Thank you.